can I use AI to fix my Google suspension? I think that's a really important question to be asking. And you probably, if you have a suspended account, I'm guessing one of the first things you did was go to an LLM like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude and try and get help and figure things out. I know a lot of people are doing that because we had a lot of people reaching out to us here at StubGroup after using those tools and trying to get more expert help. And so I feel like we're pretty well equipped here at StubGroup to answer this question for a couple of reasons. We've been fixing Google suspensions ourselves for over a decade. We have helped thousands and thousands of advertisers fix suspensions and comply with Google policies. And we have invested countless of our own man hours into understanding how the AI systems work, into building our own proprietary tools, leveraging AI and leveraging our knowledge about this space. And so I'm going to walk you through what we see AI doing and not doing when it comes to fixing suspensions. I think it's also really important to remember that AI is what is flagging suspensions these days. And so it's kind of ironic to talk about, can I use AI to fix suspensions? Because it's AI that is saying, to begin with, that the accounts should be suspended. So what do I mean by that? Well, it's not like there's a Googler sitting in front of their computer, going to your website, going to your ad account, and saying, oh, you know what? There's a problem here. I'm going to suspend you. Vast majority of the time, this is Google's automated systems leveraging AI that are looking at the information on your website and looking at the information in your ad account and that are suspending you, saying that you are violating policies. And so a lot of the same reasons, same nuances about maybe your business structure or your website or things like that, that cause Google's AI to flag you are also confusing to the LLMs themselves when you try and go and use them to figure out what went wrong. So what I would say is that the simpler your suspension issue is, the more likely you are going to get really helpful guidance and advice from any of the LLMs. The more people who have that same problem, the less nuance there is. Again, the more likely you'll get a good answer. And you can use any of them, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, they all have different strengths and weaknesses. But ironically, a lot of the information you'll find in there related to suspensions is actually coming from StubGroup because we have just posted so much content, so many videos, so many blog posts over the years about this space because we know it so intimately. So if you are using AI, you're probably going to come across videos and content from us. Again, the simpler it is, the more likely the AI is going to be able to help you. Where we really see things getting interesting, let's say, is when there's more nuance in your situation, when maybe the way that your business is structured is kind of confusing, or you have multiple accounts or multiple businesses, or there are things about your website that the AI is misreading. Maybe you are not actually in a regulated industry or an industry that has specific policies from Google, like government documents and services, for example, but some of the terminology that you have to use or the way that you have to position yourself can make AI think that you are in these industries. And so we see all sorts of things like that where AI is just not great at understanding nuance and often gets things wrong. Where we see the highest level of success in the work that we do fixing suspensions is that marriage between AI and between human judgment calls and understanding. And we use AI a lot to assist us as a tool in our own analysis of websites, of ad accounts, of situations, of what's going on. But then additionally, you often need a human who has gone through this before, hundreds of times, who knows what's going on and who can make the judgment calls of, hey, is it actually worth making this change to my website? Is it worth the amount of time that's going to be put into it? Or is this just kind of a nonsense thing the AI said? Should I go this route or that route? And often these are significant decisions. The AI might say that you have to completely overhaul your website and go in this direction. And maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong. But generally speaking, you want some human guidance that can look at that, apply a grain of salt and say, okay, these are the priority changes, these aren't, or you know what? You haven't even given the right context to the system. It doesn't know about this other ad account out here that maybe you don't even know, and you need someone to help you do the detective work to figure out where this came from. To summarize, AI, very, very useful. Absolutely leverage it to help you with understanding Google policies, suspensions, disapprovals, etc. There are definitely people who are right now leveraging it successfully to fix suspensions. The more complicated or nuanced your situation is, the more likely it is the AI is going to lead you astray or not fully connect the dots and give you the right answer. Again, what we see be most successful right now is the pairing of human intelligence, prioritization, pattern recognition, along with the AI as a tool in helping you actually fix your problems, comply with Google's policies, and to then successfully appeal that suspension and get back online with Google. So if you would like some help yourself with that marriage of human and AI, we would love to help. Reach out, stubgroup.com, and let's talk.